Crowds roaring loud, fists in the air, legends in the ring, no time to spare. Mid-Atlantic warriors ready to fight, old school battles all through the night. Sweat and blood on canvas floor, heroes rise and legends soar. From the bell to the final blow, in the land where real fighters go. Mid-Atlantic territory wrestling kings, body Sanchez and steel rings. Where the past meets the ultimate test, mouth stands above the rest. Boots stop and loud cheers, feel the heat, every brawl pure intensity. Bitter rivals head held high in the spotlight.
Main event, Brent Fleener, the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas. We represent the best wrestling known to man. How you doing, Thomas?
I'm doing great because we have a main event tonight that's out of this world. It's going to be on one side, BT Windsor, big rig. This kid's been showing a lot of heart, a lot of fire. Teaming with Bob Evans against your television champion, the Pain Train, Preston Quinn, and the METW heavyweight champion, Doug Delicious. Excuse me, Doug Delicious deserves your respect, people.
You might get a lot of that tonight here. 2/3 of championship gold.
Look at that. We got Man of War. We got Man of War. We got Vandu. We got all that and so much more tonight, Peter. It's going to be a big, big episode.
So don't you go anywhere. All that and so very much more coming up on MATW Live right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of MATW Live. I'm Main Event Brent Fleener, and he is the voice of reason.
And Fleener, the thing is, here comes. Look, your favorite guy, Salazar, but look.
A menace.
Look at this guy. Do you feel the rumble in the building?
I can feel something in the heels of my feet for sure every time this large entity enters the arena.
It might be the desire to run, Fleener, because Salazar doesn't like you very much for some reason.
Well, listen,
I can't
Mr.
imagine
Pot,
why.
I'd like for you to meet Mr. Kettle. I'm not really a fan of his either and his antics. However, you can't detract from the fact that this man represents champions. He represents.
And we've heard from Man of War, we've heard that he wants every piece of gold. He wants the tag titles. He wants the television title. He wants the heavyweight title. He wants all of them.
Are you gonna stop him?
I'm gonna watch gleefully. I'm sitting back. Let's see the carnage. I like Doug.
Well, for me, Glee ain't gonna take any. Ain't gonna have any part of it. I can tell you.
Quinn, but I'm not stopping Man of War. No.
Let me tell you, they've all been forewarned. Man of War's on the hunt.
Coming in from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 215 pounds. He is Tempo XL, KO Vandu.
And this electrifying young superstar on the rise.
Well, I believe this is his first televised match here at METW, but that said, if you have been going to the shows, if you've been coming out to METW Live on the road, you've already seen him at quite a few events. And if you haven't, get off your couch, get your credit card, load your kids up in your wood grain station wagon and roll out to an METW show near you.
And find out where. Log on, please. www.matwonline.com. Any, every, all things MATW. And you alluded to it, ABT for certain. The young Keo Vandu has set the ring ablaze all over the MATW map.
For him having to face off with Man of War. I mean, it's not an easy task, Fleener. He's not given. There's no ringers here.
when you sign the contract and see that man's name on the opposite side, there has to be a little bit of concern for a lot of reasons.
Well, and you have to wonder too. I mean, Manowar wanting that championship. We've seen old Cowboy Bill try to do everything he can to take the belt off of Doug Delicious.
Cowboy Ron Kitchen has done everything he can to provide the pinnacle in wrestling excellence for our fans.
You say it however you want to say it, but is it possible he makes a deal with the devil? Is it possible that he talks to Salazar and gets Manowar to come in there against Doug? And what does Doug do against a guy like that?
Nothing is off the table, ABT. I can certainly tell you.
This is Q Vandu's first televised match here. There's not a lot of footage to scout. If you've been to the shows, you've seen him, but there's not a lot of footage of him in MTW so far. What if Q Vandu comes in here, head of steam, and just best Manowar, wins this match? He's got to move up the rankings immediately.
I would certainly be surprised. However, I'm not going to say it couldn't happen. Oh, wait a minute now.
I guess my point is there's a lot more footage of Manowar to scout than there is of Q Vandu to scout.
Excellent point, for sure.
Oh,
excellent point for sure.
Vandu. Oh, chop. Another chop.
Huge chops being thrown.
Vandu, sent into
by
the
Vandu.
Over.
Oh, athletic maneuver now to escape.
That was not a good idea.
That far corner, however.
Maybe some shades of Ricky Steamboat there with that arm drag, but it was a failure. Manowar put the brakes on, but Vandu had the wherewithal. You see, he pulled the rope down, sent Manowar flying to the ground. I mean, again, I think Manowar might be in a little trouble here.
Now, we've seen a lot of people, say something to Manowar, and he just eradicates them. How is it that Lord Salazar, can just get in the... Oh, wait a minute now!
General Salazar, Flaner. And I think Vandu might have made a mistake there in attacking Salazar mid-conference there as he was talking to his protege.
Oh, man, that lumbar lower back region of Vandu now.
Back meet metal.
Oh.
Nasty.
Manowar picked him up some 210, 15
I've
pounds.
Personally put a ring together because I don't get my hands dirty with things like that, Flaner.
Yeah, the ring crew notices that too.
But I've watched while all the other people do it, and I've seen that's metal, Flaner. It's hard steel, and it's right on the back of Q Vandu.
Yeah, a lot of folks mistakenly think that this ring is a Sealy Posturpedic, but guaranteed.
It's wood and metal, and that part is all metal.
Maybe a half an inch of a foam padding.
If you're lucky, Flaner.
And that's it.
There's no pad. Where he dropped him, there's no pad. That's all metal. And you can see Vandu, it's a different match. Ever since he got dropped on that apron, on that edge, that's it.
And the young Keo Vandu having real trouble, not just getting into the ring, but getting to his feet, ABT, and finally is able to roll into the ring.
That was stupid. He should have taken the count out and fought another day.
That big cannonball of a right hand thrown right into the forehead of Vandu. And now, Biggin going to work for sure.
I mean, he's just dismantling him. Now, look at this. I mean, the tides have turned. I mean, Vandu seemed to have his number. He seemed to have Manowar well scouted. You can scout and you can plan and you can strategize, but when you get your back dropped on a metal pole, that's the end. That's it.
I guarantee you, when the wrecking ball takes the opposite swing from the crane toward the building, there ain't much planning.
Look at the arch. Look at how much he's bent Q Vandu backwards across that rope.
There ain't much planning you're going to be able to do to get out of the wrecking ball's way for sure.
That's it. You can plan all day long, and then there's Manowar.
This man is 400 pounds of absolute destruction.
I've got to cut you off. Do you see it? He's targeting the back. Manowar is working on attacking the back of Vandu. I mean, this guy is big. This guy is dangerous. He's angry, but I don't think he's stupid, Fleener. I don't think he's focused. He's intelligent. He's a lot smarter than people think he is. They see him come out here. They see him scream. They see him do a lot of brute force things. But he is a thinking wrestler for a man like he is. As we got the cover, the one, the two. Only a two.
Minus the huge chops and occasional fist he threw. Absolutely correct, ABT. He has concentrated on that back.
I mean, we've seen Salazar have big, giant wrestlers before from across the globe who maybe weren't the most intelligent, maybe were focused on just disaster and attacking people.
Yeah.
And Man of War does that, but I'm telling you, I think Salazar is more of a co-conspirator than he is the mastermind.
Yeah,
when it
or
comes to Man of War.
maybe what you're trying to say is that Man of War isn't the window licker that, say, Vaziri Hassan was.
Well,
that maniac.
Vasiri, those are Brent's words and not mine.
Okay. And now Vandu able
Oh,
to
look at
like a spider, he crawled down the back
And he
of
saw an
Man of
opening.
War.
He saw an opportunity to throw Man of War into that turnbuckle.
Indeed he did. And now, for the moment at least, Vandu has escaped the clutches of Man of War. Man of War is holding the back of his neck.
You hear the crowd chanting, "Get up at Q Vandu." They like this guy. They want to see him win. Again, the Salazar's right there shouting, "Get up at Man of War."
Well, when this match was announced, I certainly gave the early edge to Man of War just because of. Oh, wait a minute now.
Wait. Oh, look at this though, Vandu, chop after chop.
Vandu now has seemingly come to light.
And if we're scoring this on points, Lena, if we're not talking about who's gotten the edge physically every time, Vandu has outsmarted Man of War in a number of spots. And I've said before, Man of War is not an idiot. There are a number. Wait, Sean Denny's out here.
Wait a minute now.
I didn't even see Sean Denny come out. Out of nowhere, Sean Denny.
The dirty tennis ball that is Sean Denny decides to make an appearance here.
And look at this.
Wait, oh!
Just levels Q Vandu, grabbing him.
Long enough for this to happen.
And Fleener up, and away.
Oh.
Good night, Q Vandu, the cover. 1, 2, 3, didn't have to hook the leg. Fleener, what a heartwarming tale of friendship as Salazar and Sean Denny and Man were all worked together.
Yeah, heartwarming isn't exactly.
Heartwarming? I didn't say heartwarming.
Well, that's what it's given me, heartworms.
Fleener.
Dear
Well,
goodness.
Man of War, Q Vandu put up a great fight. I mean,
Denny
excellent,
doesn't
excellent.
show up here. What do you think might have happened?
Well, I mean, Vandu had his number on a number of occasions. I can't deny that, Fleener, but
Very lucky for Man of War. I
Victorious.
can't believe I'm even saying that.
But victorious tonight, led by General Salazar, is the wrecking machine that is Man of War.
Stay tuned. More MATW Live. Coming at you.
And now it's time for tonight's main event. The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first.
And what a main event it most certainly will be. As we are well aware, the tag team division here at MATW is like none other.
Well, and there may be repercussions to the tag team division, but that's not what this is about.
Oh no, this is impromptu tag teaming.
What this is BT Windsor came close with Preston Quinn. He gave him a fight. I mean, you saw. And Bob Evans has said,
South Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, your MATW heavyweight champion, the Delicious.
I mean, Bob Evans. And Bob Evans has said he wants Doug Delicious. He wants that heavyweight championship. BT Windsor almost had Preston Quinn's number. That's what this is about, Fleener. Bob Evans and Windsor, they want to prove something. And Doug is not keen to give him a title shot. Preston Quinn has already beaten BT Windsor. So the only way they get this match is as a tag team match, Fleener.
This is nothing but pure, unadulterated grudge match hatred. Period.
Hopefully Doug and PQ can knock these two down and they can go back to where they came from. Windsor can go back and fish on the river, and Bob Evans can go back to whatever he does, and this nonsense can be dealt with.
Well, We will just see about that.
Just listen. Stop clapping. Put your Fleener.
It's infectious, ABT. How can you just sit there?
Look at this.
So all 4 of these men are certainly stellar in the solo ranks. However, what's interesting, Bob Evans, one half of Tough Guy Inc., PQ, one half of the Extreme Horsemen. 2 of these individuals do and have accomplished tag team excellence in their careers.
The other thing that's interesting about this match is that Preston Quinn and Doug Delicious, how many years of veteran experience do you have on that side?
Oh, my
and Bob
goodness.
Evans has been up and down the roads, has wrestled everywhere. If you watch a promotion, then Bob Evans has probably wrestled in it. But the thing is, BT Windsor's young. He's new.
The young newcomer.
Did you notice when they came out, instead of Bob Evans running around clapping and shaking hands with these fans like he always does, he pulled BT Windsor aside, gave him some words of advice. BT Windsor is going to be more and more dangerous if he's got people like Bob Evans in his ear telling him what to do, telling him, coaching him, giving him advice, telling him how to have those instincts that maybe
magic word you just said, coaching.
Years.
Coaching. He'll take any of that from a Bob Evans he can certainly get.
And we saw from his match with Preston Quinn a few weeks back, he picks up on things.
An eyelash away from victory. An eyelash in the waning moments of that one. PQ was he was an absolute wreck.
That's a shame PQ didn't drop him on the mullet. Hashtag drop him on the mullet, folks. Get it trending.
Yeah, that hashtag is still yet to be realized. Hopefully, another night without it here tonight would certainly be welcomed. In this broadcaster's opinion.
Well, you notice Preston Quinn did not start the match with Windsor. He let Doug do that.
Well, and it's going to be an interesting matchup indeed, as both men now.
Doug Delicious, your heavyweight champion, locking up with Big Rig BT Windsor, this young upstart.
A healthy collar and elbow, broken by the champion.
Despite my opinion of the hairstyle and the mustache of BT Windsor, I can't deny that he is a fast rising star.
A throwback to another fast rising star who, wow, what could have happened? What could you talking about what could have been?
But look at Windsor. I mean, even the matches Windsor hasn't won, you can say it. He's been a hair from victory the whole time.
Every single outing, he has been certainly victory was within his grasp. And now,
but you talk about victories. How many victories does our champion Doug Delicious have? The shoving match here. Look, not backing down is Windsor.
Well, I have been certainly critical of the champion about taking the powder to the outside and walking around like he's trying to close his life cycles or his circles.
You have your ideas about how things should be done, and so does Doug, but Doug still has a championship winner.
And you stole it right off my tongue. No matter what I say, Big Blues in tow by Doug Delicious.
Well,
was last night, it is tonight, and guess what? It's not up for grabs here tonight, so it'll be in his possession tomorrow as well.
There's three championships, 4 belts in MATW. 2 of those reside with Preston Quinn.
He is your first ever MATW heavyweight champion.
Look,
only time will tell how long he holds it.
Just cranking back on that arm of the champion.
And early on, the advantage going to the youngster. As BT Windsor is cranking on that.
It's also an interesting clash here of goals. We don't see that a lot of times. Because normally the goal is to work your way up the rankings, right? That's the focus. But it's a clash of goals. BT Windsor, Bob Evans, they want to prove that they deserve shots at these belts again. Doug Delicious and Preston Quinn want to shut that down. I said it when the match started. They want to beat these two and go, no, they're not in line. Send them back down the list.
I tell you what, I beg to differ. We all know that Bob Evans and BT Windsor are certainly in line for their title shot, winning if it occurs.
Again, the same arm that BT Windsor was focused on, Bob Evans is continuing the assault on, and You know, you got to think, oh, look at this, the manipulation of the
The
fingers.
joint alteration and manipulation.
Bob Evans is such a dangerous competitor when he gets into this mode. And you got to think, I mean, Preston Quinn doesn't want to face BT Windsor again. Let's be honest about that. After that match, there's no way. I wouldn't if I was a champion. I don't want to fight that guy again.
That spine buster that was heartbeat quick and came out of nowhere, getting it done for the television champion.
Look at that. His punches to the face of Bob. Bob back up. Thankfully, it's not going to hurt his facial features much. Oh, no.
And PQ caught between a volley of elbow and fist to the face and is desperately trying to get out of that.
Goes a swing, goes a punch, and look, a gentleman. Preston Quinn being a gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Not punching him.
You know what? Gentlemanship will certainly show up when a Bob Evans has almost 300 pounds on your pinky.
Well, you know what? The last time these two fought, though, Fleener, if you'll recall, the television title tournament, Preston Quinn moved on.
And you most certainly can say Bob Evans hadn't forgotten any of that.
Wait a minute. An axe handle on the arm of Preston Quinn. That's the same arm that BT Windsor was attacking several weeks ago in their television title.
Relentlessly, and certainly it has not had time to fully heal, and he has wrenched in and has cranked up the pure agony to 1,000.
Going to work.
And you can read that on the face of Preston Quinn.
Throws him using the arm.
Wasn't able to hook that in fully, but it was effective nonetheless.
Look, Bob holding his hand up. Bob wants the tag. And Windsor maybe wasn't ready to make the tag, but he realized Bob's the veteran. Bob wants the tag. Bob gets the tag.
And that is a very wise decision on BT Windsor's part to listen to the veteranship
Well,
being uttered to him by Bob Evans.
In most cases, I would say listening to Bob Evans is a terrible idea. However, when it comes to professional wrestling, when it comes to in the ring, it's a good person to guide you. There's no question about that.
Boy, big shoulder tackles now by
Don't take stock advice.
the
from
tough
the
guy.
Man.
And I mean flung almost
another punch. Look at this, look.
300 pounds almost, Preston Quinn, being flung around as if it were veritable weightlessness.
I mean, Bob Evans is a mentor to wrestlers. I mean, if you look online, he is a mentor to wrestlers all up and down the East Coast, all around the world.
And one of the best, by the way.
BT Windsor is sitting here not only under the learning tree, but under the guidance, the direction, and the focus. I mean, it's almost as if Bob Evans is the general here, right? I mean, this is... And with a guy like Windsor, with his raw talent, ability, his speed, his power, I mean, it's a combination.
But not only listening to the tutelage, the education being brought to him by Bob Evans, but being able to wrestle a Doug Delicious or a Preston Quinn certainly is going to do nothing.
But you're basically, it's like having Bob Evans as your manager in these matches. He's
Right.
right there to tell you, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. I mean, you see it. You've seen him give him hand signals. You've seen him direct traffic. I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to say it's almost like you're cloning Bob Evans because BT Windsor is his own man, but
big elbow now to the elbow of the champion, followed by another.
And that's been the
and a
focus.
third now.
The right arm of both Doug Delicious and Preston Quinn being dismantled in this match.
Well, it's the left arm, but that's okay because from this vantage point, it certainly looked like.
I said left arm, Fleener.
You did? Oh, maybe it was. Okay, I'll hard for me to do that sometimes, ABT, as the fever-pitched pace of this match.
Well, there's the right arm.
Yeah, that's right, indeed.
Fist first into the face of one BT Windsor. No.
Lightning quick is BT Windsor.
And the left arm, drugged down by Windsor, cranking on it.
He was unable to get that hip toss fully locked in, but was in fact able to get the champ off his feet, which is good enough for this moment, for sure.
Windsor, now Bob wanted the tag. Windsor said, no, I'm going to do it again. Leg drop.
Sit out leg drop, perfectly executed.
He didn't listen to Evans there, Fleener. I want that noted. Just going to work on the arm, though. So far, that's proven to be a fine decision. Doug Delicious, your champion, is still in trouble.
And the joint manipulation that Bob Evans has come to be known for.
Oh, up and
What
over.
has he said to BT Windsor in the back? Son, just
Look.
pick a joint and start
Look, he's
destroying it.
continuing. I mean, Windsor right back to the attack, to the focus on Doug Delicious's arm.
Preston Quinn,
Oh, look at that.
you notice.
Look at the mullet lock.
You notice Quinn doesn't have that arm outstretched, begging for the tag anytime soon. Let me tell you, BT Windsor
Look.
alone is a handful, but when he has a Bob Evans in his corner that he can tag out to at
Doug
any time,
putting on the brakes. Doug down, and I mean Windsor over the top rope. Doug with the wherewithal to fall there to get out of the way.
and that veteranship of one Doug Delicious shining through,
Let's look, Preston Quinn.
taking full advantage,
Good. Do what you got to do to get the win, Flynn.
is the reigning television champion, I guess. Oh,
I still
my.
hope he drops him on the mullet. And I was going to say, Doug Delicious just fell.
He didn't drop him on it, but he certainly maybe rearranged it
But
somewhat.
Fleener, that's the kind of thing that you only learn with time in the ring. Just sometimes it's not a punch, it's not a kick, it's not a drop kick, it's not a moonsault, it's not a suplex. Sometimes the right decision is to just fall out of the way.
Listen,
That's it. We've seen it before. Sometimes just not being the guy that gets hit is how you get a hit.
there's a lot to be said for that, for sure.
I mean,
And
takes
it's
a
gained
while.
Doug Delicious
It's got
the
an
advantage.
advantage, and it takes a while to learn that sort of thing, Fleener. You don't learn it overnight. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Just pulling back on his arms and a butterfly suplex. BT Windsor taken down.
Perfectly
Cover
done.
1, 2. The champ knew that wasn't going to win, Fleener. He didn't hook the leg. He knew it wasn't a victory. It's just a reminder that I'm here again. Doug just reminding BT Windsor.
And now a repeated attempt at a pin, very loosely executed, I might add, by Doug
Look
Delicious.
at Windsor.
And
The
now-
fire from BT Windsor into the ropes, coming after the champ.
Oh,
Hit him.
wow.
Hit him with the point of that hand. What?
No
that
doubt,
overlap.
and he wisely
Only
hooks the
a
leg
two.
that time. I'm sure Doug Delicious wants to get out of here as quickly as he possibly can.
Oh, right into the knee, the boot of upper boot or knee of Preston Quinn. Preston Quinn tagged in now. Now Quinn wants BT Windsor.
Oh,
this is the
yeah.
time to do it.
Yeah, when he's been softened up a
That's
little
it.
bit.
Dismantle this kid, take him out. You know, Windsor thinks he belongs in the team title hunt.
Backbreaker
Preston Quinn wants
now.
to prove that he doesn't. We'll see who is right. Here's the hook. 1, 2. Only a 2, Fleener.
And no one here should be surprised that BT Windsor kicked out of that. No one. You're going to have to do a whole lot more than that
Look at this. Look.
to ever get a 3 count out of BT Windsor.
Quinn's got him up and down hard. BT Windsor.
Gut buster, perfectly executed by the television champion.
Splattered him, Fleener. Oh, stomping in the back of the neck.
Oh,
Again,
Oh.
back.
big boots now finding their mark for sure.
Preston Quinn probably has seen over the past couple weeks. Luis Leon won that match, taking out the neck of Alex Young. He's watched just earlier tonight, Manowar took Vandu and attacked that back. I mean, that's when I say Preston Quinn is a student of the game. It's not just he watches old tapes and he watches old matches. He watches what's happening right now. He's scouted everybody he's in there against. But the thing is, look, Windsor now firing back. I mean, I hate to say BT Windsor almost has his number, but
And with now dawning the television championship.
I won't say it.
You go ahead and say it.
Well, look at that. I mean, Quinn with the drop kick.
Oh, yeah.
When Salt was coming. He learned from his mistakes from the first match.
Most certainly did. It isn't going to hurt you to point out excellence, ABT, and I'll tell you, BT Windsor is one of the most excellent newcomers
Excellence.
that I've witnessed in quite some time.
Excellence doesn't wear a mullet, Fleener.
Well, it did from about 1980 to about 94. Oh, my. Right hand now finding its target.
Regardless, your favorite Morgan Wallen,
Oh!
your favorite Morgan Wallen lookalike, just scoop slam Doug Delicious, send him to the ground, and look, a cover who does hook the leg. 1, 2, only a 2. Maybe a little late with the leg hook though.
And and I guarantee you, he'll learn from that as well.
Well, and that's the thing is Windsor's picking things up quick, Fleener. He's learning fast. But right now, the champion has him on the ropes, proverbially and metaphorically both, as Windsor chopped. Doug Delicious grabs Windsor, sends him in. Windsor, sunset flip.
Wow.
1, 2, 3. Fleener, that was almost
Could we
a three.
metaphorically have seen the sun setting on this match? Oh, my.
Well, there's the metaphor. It's Doug Delicious's arm to the face of the big rig.
My
He
word.
to take the big rig into the shop for an overhaul after that one, Fleener. Look at this. Up he goes.
That clothesline rearranging just about every piece of laundry
Number 1, 2. Did you
BT Windsor was wearing.
You notice out of the corner of his eye, Doug Delicious was staring at Bob Evans, though, when he had that cover. That was a slap in the face that was meant as a little taunt, I think, to Bob
And you
Evans.
know what? It could have meant saving his partner and Evans coming in. He's lucky that didn't
Let
happen.
me say this. You want me to point out things that maybe aren't to the benefit of my two favorite competitors in this match. I think that was a bad decision. Don't taunt Bob Evans. Don't worry about taunting Bob Evans when you got BT Windsor in there. Obviously, this kid is quick. He's learning. He's fast. Take him out.
There's certainly smarter things he could have done,
I mean,
for sure.
If Quinn and Delicious want to prove that Evans and Windsor don't belong, then they need to do that. They need to focus on that and not worry about the grandstanding.
Well, listen, you've pointed it out before. Bob comes out and spinning around in circles
But not
and
tonight.
high-fiving the crowd and
Not
all
tonight.
that. I guarantee you, it's a different scenario when Bob Evans is angry. And you and I both know that.
Or when Bob Evans is focused.
Oh!
Oh, look at that. Windsor hit the belly to belly, but he rolled off of it. He was not able to get the pin.
The move that BT Windsor has come to be known for, the belly to belly, but
if you saw-
unable to
Well,
capitalize.
you saw when he hit it, he wasn't sure if he was able to cover him around. He wasn't sure. I don't think he knew if he got it all. He tried to evade Quinn. It was a smart decision tactically, but it didn't end up being the right decision because now Quinn is getting to his feet.
Well, I was gonna
heading
say,
towards Doug.
Quinn is
He's made the
conscious.
tag. He's made the tag.
Oh, elbow!
Oh, no.
Nearly missing.
Oh, no.
Yep. A rested,
Oh.
brutal Bob
Punches to the
Evans.
face of Doug Delicious. DQ stumbles back in, punches to the face of both men. Look at this, look.
Double punches.
No.
Oh, train keep a rolling all night long, ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
rolling? His heads are rolling. Doug Delicious, Preston Quinn are both down. The television champion in trouble. The heavyweight champion in trouble. BT Windsor in the ring is going after best he can. Preston Quinn.
Oh!
Bob took his eyes off the prize.
And you know
before, here's a chance. Capitalize. Take
No
it.
doubt, and now complete calamity has outbroken here.
Kiss goodnight. Oh, he took the time to do the taunt. That might have been a bad plan. Bob
Oh!
Evans.
Big
Shoulder
shoulder
check.
from
No.
Brutal Bob.
1, 2, 3. No.
Yes!
No. Fleener.
It has happened,
It can't-
ABT.
It can't be. Cowboy Terry is going to want to give him a title shot, Fleener. This can't happen.
I guarantee you they have earned it. No question about it, as both of your singles championship representatives go down in flames here.
Well, I don't have to like it, but BT Windsor, Bob Evans are victorious tonight here. METWonline.com. Come see where you can see us next. I don't want to see the follow-up, Miss Fleener.